Hi guys, I'm going to show you how you can host a free website using AWS, Amazon Web Services. So first we need to go to aws.com, and then right now I am seeing sign in into console, but for you it's going to be create a new AWS account. So I'm going to click there, and then we have to provide an email address and a username. And then click on verify email address. So you should be receiving a verification code on your email address. I'm going to check my email. Yep, we have one. Click on verify and then select a strong root user password. Now I'm not going to continue from here since I already have an account, but you can enter your details as well as credit card information. But even though you have to provide your credit card details, it's going to be absolutely free, so don't worry about it. So let me give you a little brief on this. We are going to use S3, which is simple storage service provided by Amazon Web Service, and it's a free tier up to some limit. So we are not going to exceed that limit, so our credit card won't get charged on it. Now I'll straight go to aws.com and I'll sign in with my existing email ID. So once you sign in, you'll see AWS console and there will be bunch of services over here. But for you there will be no tab for recently visited. So I'm going to click on S3 now, but you can also just type in from the search bar here. And now let's click on create bucket, and you have to provide a unique name for your bucket name. For example, I have an existing bucket name which is Anand-Sharma, and if I'll try to create another bucket with the same name, I should get an error. Yep, so it's throwing me the error that the bucket is already present. So we have to give a unique name. So let's go ahead and give a unique name for our S3 bucket. And then we can leave this default. Yep, we have to uncheck block all public access so that it can be accessed from public. And we also need to acknowledge, since it is not advisable to make your S3 bucket as public, but in our case it's going to be a website, so it's okay to keep it as public. And then we don't need bucket versioning. For now we can leave tags as blank, but it's usually again a best practice to tag your resources on AWS. Yep, we don't need to change anything else. We can keep everything as default. So only change we did was block public access. We unchecked it, and now we'll create our bucket. Cool, so we have our bucket here. Okay, so if I'll go to the properties, and if I'll scroll to the very bottom, I should see static website hosting section. Click on edit and let's enable it. So we need to provide our index.html and error.html. As of now we don't have one, we haven't created any HTML files, but let's go ahead and mention index.html and error.html. And now click on save changes. Actually, there is one more change which we need to do, is to go into permissions and change our ACL, which is access control list. We want to make each file as publicly accessible, so we need to enable ACL. And yeah, we need to acknowledge. Cool. So on the bucket side, everything is done. Now we need to create two files for our index.html and error.html. So let's create a new document. Actually, we should make it from the notepad directly. We need HTML extension. So for now, I'll just create a very simple website, just a hello world website. And let's do the same thing for error.html. And it's working. Just a quick test. Now we need to upload these two files and then select grant public read access again, because we need it. Acknowledge it and click on upload. So now if you go to the properties section, and if you'll scroll to the very bottom, in the static website hosting, you should see a URL. And if you click on this URL, yep, the website is working. Now this is a very simple website, but you can have a lot of different options inside it. You can have JavaScript, CSS, different kind of folders. So let me give you an example. I have another S3 bucket which is hosting my website. So as you can see, it has a bunch of different things. It has .pdf, it has a CSS folder, fonts, image, JavaScript, a lot of different things it has. Now if I'll go to the properties again, I should see a URL, and if I'll click on it, I'll land to this page, which is my personal website. As you can see, it is not a plain vanilla website. It has different components. I hope this helps you guys. Please feel free to comment down below if you have any problem or you encounter any kind of problem. Thanks for watching.